You're taking us to some places that we're no longer.
I'm taking you through hallways that no longer exist.
Tampa Bay, Florida, home to the 2021 Super Bowl champions, Ybor City, and our latest adventure with...
My name is Yara. I am from Puerto Rico, and I am a makeup artist and hair designer living in Florida. So I'm Hispanic. I'm from Puerto Rico. I was born there, raised till I was like about 9 or so, and then moved to Florida. But being from there, that just never leaves your blood.
Puerto Rico is one of the many Latin countries in the world with a population of 3 million people. Many people come to this beautiful country to vacation all around the world. However, most of Puerto Rico has been hit hard recently after Hurricane Fiona flooded the country and wiped the city of its power in the midst of the struggles they were already dealing with after the massive destruction left in Hurricane Maria's wake back in 2017.
Millions of Puerto Ricans are struggling after the Category 1 hurricane wreaked havoc on an already beleaguered island. As much as 30 inches of rain have fallen in some areas already.
So there's still people without power. We're talking now more than 3 weeks after the hurricane.
With the devastation that has taken place in Puerto Rico, it can be easy to forget the beauty of what this country is. However, Yara, a proud Puerto Rican, reminds us why it's so special.
Ooh, my culture is so delicious. It's just the music, the people, the food. It's just so rich in all the ways. Like the island itself, it produces so much and it gives so much. Maybe something you're eating and something you're listening to comes from where we're from. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yara is no average woman. She's a triple threat entrepreneur.
So I actually am a regional manager for a marketing program here in Florida. And we actually are one of the top, we're kicking butt. So I have a team of people that I have to guide and I have to train if we need to. I hire and we represent different brands. Some of the brands that I have represented in the past have been anything from Visa, has been working in NFL, maybe the draft, maybe working the Super Bowl. So basically the best way to describe it is where you pay to go, we work.
But that's not all. She's also a hairstylist and makeup artist.
I actually have been doing makeup since I was 15 when I started modeling. And that created a passion for me and I became really good at it. And then when I was 23, I decided to go to school for cosmetology. So I've been doing it for a really long time and I enjoy it.
What's your favorite thing about Tampa?
Finding as many rooftops as possible.
Yeah.
Nice and simple.
Yeah. With all those responsibilities comes a lot of pressure. So how has she created a work-life balance?
Listen, in life you just realize that you could do anything and everything that you put your mind to. I think also believing in God helps. So do what you need to do when you need to do it. Just make sure that because you're trying, we're trying to like do so many hats or taking care of so many things at once, that we're not slacking in one to take care of the other. So it's all about having a balance, balancing yourself in whatever many hats you want to wear. There's people passing. So when I say I like to make up songs is anything happens and I'll just like to tell it in a song. So if I'm at work and my computer's not working, I'll be like, my computer's not working, my life is so sucky, but I have to finish this job. I will figure it out, but it is what it is. I will make it work out. Ta-da! There you go.
According to the U.S. Census, the Latin community represents 18.7% of America, which equates to about 62.1 million people. Their impact is felt culturally through music, food, and in our economy. Latinas are the largest group of women workers in the U.S., accounting for 16% of the female labor force, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. There are over 2 million Latina-owned women businesses in America, yet they still struggle for representation and access to financial capital and literacy. So why is it important to have representation in the entrepreneurial spaces?
I think at the end of the day it helps to influence people. You know, there's gonna be some little kid, some little girl, some little boy, and they're gonna have to, they have to see that someone that looks like me, you know, or someone that speaks my language, you know, it's doing great things. So no matter what society in the world might try to say, you can't do this, you can't do that, you're too young, you're too old, you're too this, you're too that, you have an example of that you can follow.
For many, their faith, belief, or religion is what gets them through. About 3 in 4 Americans identify with some form of religion, and the Latin community, faith, plays a big part in their lifestyle, with Christianity being the most practiced among Latinos.
It is important to believe in something. You said that God is your inspiration, and it is very important to have that relationship, because I mean, if you want to be honest, there's a lot of like facts, there's a lot of like core, you know, and good information that you can get from the Bible. You know, it's like the Bible, they say that it stands for, what is it, the basic instructions before leaving earth or something like that. So yeah, okay, maybe you don't believe in Jesus, maybe you don't believe in everything that's in there happened, but there's some things in there that is like, wow, that's really powerful.
I love being Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican pride is felt throughout America. It's rare that you meet a Puerto Rican who doesn't love repping their culture.
I always celebrate my culture. That's just in my blood.
However, coming to America from Puerto Rico,
to my family, I am Puerto Rican. To the country, I am Latina.
Was definitely an eye-opening experience for Yara.
So you did talk about how, like you said, whenever I sent you over like women of color, you kind of felt like, one, that's not something you ever identified with, or it's not something that you ever even thought of. And for me, I know I'm a Haitian woman, right? And so like, we remember to talk about this often. It's like growing up, even though I am black people didn't think I was black enough. It was like, oh, you're not black enough, so you're not this, because you're not, you know, you don't fit whatever society's version of black is. So how do you feel as a woman of color, kind of like, have you had that same impact or effect? Like, especially being Puerto Rican, like, is there anything in correlation to that?
And that's funny you asked that, and that's a good question, because that was like my next thing after I thought about the woman of color, and I was like, And then I started thinking of experiences in life and things that I've gone through in life. You know, being like younger in 8th grade, and you know, maybe a kid saying, you know, Puerto Rican immigrant, and you know, me being upset and handling it. That was you know, my young days, my rebellious days, and making sure he never said it again. And then it's like, whenever I'm around, you know, Puerto Rican, or if I'm around Hispanic, it's like, oh, well, you don't look Hispanic. And it's like, what do you mean? Is it because I changed my hair color? Because sometimes it's green, sometimes it's purple, sometimes it's orange, it's pink. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, I have features that I used to get made fun of when I was young, like the big lips. You know, the boys would make fun of those big lips.
Yeah.
And then they told me they had a crush. So, you know, just things like that. It's just, obviously I always knew I was different because I got made fun of for whatever reason, or got told to go back to wherever. Gladly, I would go back. So, you know, but, so yes, it does feel like at times it's like, you're not Puerto Rican enough, you're not Hispanic enough, you're not, you don't have enough melanin. And then, you know, when you're around someone that might have better melanin than me, it's like, well, you don't have enough. So it's just like, you're not that cool. It's just, okay, seriously.
You can't come to Tampa and not enjoy some good food. Tampa has a lot to offer, and well, no good journey goes without food.
I love to eat. The way to my heart is through my stomach. Feel that. Love to eat. I love to try different places. I enjoy rooftops, restaurants, and things like that. Just exploring. Welcome to the life of Yara.
So I think you saying that you're a foodie, is definitely true?
Not at all.
No?
Oh, no. I love food. Salud!
For Yara, life is like...
Life should be a musical. Life should be a musical. Life should be a musical. So, if you ever see me in the streets and you want to approach me with a song. I'll join. So what makes me creative is just being allowed to think outside the box. I don't believe in putting myself in a little box when I'm thinking of creativity. So I get ideas and inspiration from anything and everything. It could be a building, it could be just colors, it could be shapes. It just depends. I mean, the world is my idea capsule.
What I like about Yara, oh, she knows she's good at what she does. She's not afraid to tell you about, you know what? I'll let her tell her own story.
So when the whole highlighting thing started happening, highlighting right here, highlighting the nose, highlighting the forehead, just highlighting upper lip. I remember I was working in Virginia, marketing, representing some snack something, and I would highlight my face, and I think I ended up looking like Edward from Twilight. And this lady, older woman, walks up to me and she's like, what's that? And I was like, what's what? So she pointed to my face and she went just like this, what's that? And I'm like, my face? And she goes, no, that. What's that? And I was like, highlighter? And she goes, but for what? And I was like, to highlight the face? And she was like, and she just walked away. So moral of the story is that even a makeup artist can get carried away with highlighter. But I was happy. That's all that mattered. I think she was confused the rest of her day, but it is what it is. So, we make mistakes even with our faces.
Yara is full of life. It transcends through every moment we spend together. I mean, the girl can't stop laughing. Which only makes her that much more infectious because I spent most of the day laughing myself.
So, fun fact about Yara. I enjoy painting to release stress. Any type of painting. It could be water painting or acrylic, just whatever. Whatever's in my head, I'll just paint it on the paper or on the canvas.
There are people you meet in this life who can light up the spaces they're in. Yara is definitely one of them.
I like to dance. I enjoy dancing, moving to the rhythm. Sometimes I might move out of the rhythm. It depends on the mood. It doesn't matter.
In the words of Yara and using her musical inspirations, keep dancing, keep pushing through, no matter what's happening around you.
Enjoy life in the midst of everything. Tomorrow it is not promised. Enjoy it while you can, while it's in front of you, but be safe and be smart.
This is The Road to 1000 with 998 more to go. Stay tuned for our next episode where we meet with Dr. Naomi Calix and learn a little bit about her background of becoming a doctor, her Haitian roots, and so much more. Be sure to hit that like button because it definitely helps us tremendously, and be sure to subscribe to this channel for more explorations, discoveries, and truths. Thanks again for watching. My name is Ruth, and I'm out.
Gotta love nature.